Hello everyone and welcome to another new video. This time it'll be on a new tier list that I've made, ranking all of the suspicious Brick Hill users in the past. Today we're going to rank all of them based on how deplorable that they were in their time on the site. You know, we have some very pretty faces down here, you know. The best looking of the people is probably the ones who don't have an actual photo here. But we're going to start off here with the big man himself, Mr. Alex Dunn, and he's going to be a solid S tier. I'd say he managed to get on the news and took a huge loss and is probably going to jail for a very long time, which is pretty good. Doing his site proud. You know, there's actually a certain amount of people who still defend him, and all I have to say is that they should go kill themselves. I have zero remorse. I have zero regret saying that. You should kill yourself if you defend him. Literally go die. And that's all I'm going to say. So, next up we have Lewis. Lewis is Lewis compared to the rest of the people on this list, he's not really like a nuclear option. I'd say he can go down in C tier. He hasn't really done anything the past few years. He's been kind of dormant, like some sort of volcano. You never know if he's going to erupt with something bad in the future, but so far he's been pretty nice, pretty clean. He's been kind of weird, kind of fruity almost, but now he's been in a good spot. Hasn't done anything nuclear compared to the rest of the people on the list, so gets a solid C tier for the big man himself, Lewis. And now we have Arm. So Arm, some really weird stuff on Twitter. I'd argue is worse than Lewis probably. And I'll put this up here in B. You know, making the site look bad a few years ago. And I really, I've had my run-ins with this man. He made me hotspot on, the hat hotspot on Roblox. Very good hat. He made that on the site for me. I'm very happy about that. But very weird actions. I don't use Twitter, but seeing them is not the best, if you ask me. Now we're moving on to Mr. Mob Bucket, probably the worst, one of the worst on the list. He gets solid S tier. Not ahead of Space though. He gets S tier. Mostly because he's faced zero repercussions for his actions, and he's still out there. He's in the wild, still not in prison. He's still alive. He's not in jail or anything. He's just out there, and he did arguably worse stuff than Space Builder, except for the fact that he didn't actually meet up in real life. So he can't be above him. I stay on the same tier though. Now we move on to Talveca. So she's an interesting case as well. Compared to everyone else, I'd say D tier. She's kind of weird. Not like compared to everyone else. She wasn't really as bad as them. Just kind of weird, casual. Average European. That's just a fact. Of course they're gonna be weird, but compared to everyone else, she didn't really do anything nuclear. Just kind of weird stuff a few years ago, but I've known them for a long time until about 3 or 4 years ago, and not a bad person. Never hasn't been caught in anything since. Just kind of dead. So next we have Fave with the Magnus Spectro Inspectors. He's going in that A tier. So Fave, he got caught lacking. He got caught. You could say purple-handed with the mags and everything, and he tried to do some very unfunny things to some people, and that's not a good thing. So he got caught. He tried to cache his items. He sold a bunch of his limiteds, and then he nuked his group and everything. He has been dead off YouTube for a while, but he gets that solid A tier for his notoriety and everything. And last we have Kaneko Kitten. Very suspicious user. I'll put him in B tier. He's done some really weird stuff, but I don't really know most of the other stuff. I've only seen some of the small bits and glimpses of it, so not really much to stand on for that. I'd be lying if I said I knew more than I already know. So I'd say I'll put him in B for what I've seen, and that should be the entire tier list. So I had to put, I had to make this thing together just by myself. You can find some great photos, the most flattering of photos for these guys, and thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video right here. It's a great video. Ignore, I'm not cutting any of this out because I don't feel like recording another version of it, so enjoy the video. Goodbye.